Hey, what's going on, guys? So, as promised, I have the second review here for you. So, so we are reviewing the DC McFarlane Multiverse, Garrick, the Flash, or I guess the Flash Garrick, and then apparently on the side here. So there's obviously the normal box, but on the side it says the Garrick, the Flash Age, and then the title is officially the Flash Garrick. Okay, whatever. The side you got a window. On the back, you got a picture of Garrick, drawn by is it Alex Ross? I know his last name is Ross, and I don't mean to be disrespectful and not remember his full name, but I think that's his art. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But it at least looks like his style. So, but here, Garrick is, as you saw him earlier. I've already gotten him in a running pose because, I mean, he's the Flash. Why wouldn't you? So, now, to start with his accessories, he does not come with the running hands on. But I already put them on, so there they are. But the hands he does actually come that are on when he comes in the packaging is a pair of fists, which I like. And then of course, he comes. Well, actually, before I get to like the basic ones, he comes with 4 lightning effect pieces. I don't know how different they are. I think some of these are the same as I think the ones that came with my Barry Allen Flash figure from the Snyder, the Zack Snyder Justice League wave, which I did not bring out because I have them posed already somewhere. So, but yeah, so you got that, and you have this one. I don't know if there's that many differences, but there you go. These are all in yellow, of course. But then, of course, it comes with the basic stand. I really wish that people who have super speed and or flight should get a flight stand. I think that should be standard with every single one, especially with the collector's wave figures that because quite a few of those characters I've seen can fly. I don't remember if all of them have flight stands or not, but especially if you're in the collector's edition, this one isn't, obviously. You would notice that if it was. But I think that in general, if a character can fly or they run, I think they should come with a flight stand because it just makes it easier, especially for people who don't go after stands all the time, even if they really want them. AKA me, I really want a lot of stands because then I can make my displays a lot better and have a lot more fun with what I collect. But there's the card in the same artwork, which does, if you notice, does not match the figure we got. Do I care? Not really. I like this design, but as you can see here, though, the lightning bolt goes to the side. Well, on the back, you have a bio that says real name is Garrick. After a strange and bizarre laboratory accident, Garrick awoke to discover he had gained amazing abilities. He can move at superhuman speeds far beyond those of any normal man or woman. Donning a costume and stylized metal helmet based on the one worn by the Roman god Mercury, Jay used his powers to fight crime and protect the citizens of Keystone City. He became the fastest man alive, the hero of Earth 2, the Flash. So yeah, of course, I primarily know him through the JSA, but I was I did know, or I did see quite a few scenes of him in Young Justice. And if you hear me saying that a lot, it's because that's what I grew up on, and I know a lot of these characters because of Young Justice. So So, getting to the figure. So, taking a look at the head sculpt, obviously, this hat's not removable, but I wouldn't want it to be anyways for me personally. But, as you can see, the helmet has got a couple of wings that are painted gold. The face looks really well done. You can't really see it too well, but yeah, it looks good. And then the rest of it, I mean, really just like screams just like comic book. Like it just looks like it popped out of a comic book. I do know that there's a variant of this exact figure that is inspired by the Flash TV show version of Jay Garrick. Obviously, it's not like the exact outfit, but it's basically like this outfit in that style. Obviously, I wouldn't want to go after that personally because I don't watch the Flash TV series. I never got interested in it. I mean, it's weird because obviously I love the character of the Flash and I love Green Arrow and all that stuff, but never was interested in those shows, personally. But there is that, and there of course was another version of Jay Garrick released in a collective build wave, and he had like chains and like a vest and all sorts of different stuff, and the colors were different. And yeah, but yeah, so this lightning bolt here is actually sculpted. Oh wow, that's actually quite a neat little detail. You can barely see it, I'm guessing, because oh yeah, it's on the other side. Can you see that? No, you can't. Well, that's unfortunate. I do apologize. I mean, it's not like any of you guys that have stuck around. It's not like you're not used to the fact that I don't have a professional setup. All I have is my phone, and that's basically it. And then I try to just record in a place that works. So I have thought about doing another episode of toy photography. That with my action figures, and but the thing is that I don't know where I would do that yet. I know that I've made, I think, at least 3 episodes, but they're like years old. Like I haven't done one in years, but yeah. So, but it just looks very comic booky that there's the yellow belt, but it actually looks gold on camera. Got blue here. I think I noticed that there is some like sculpting on the knees here. I don't know if you can see that. You can kind of see it, but there is. And then there's seam lines going all the way down the pants, which is really cool. And then on the bottom, you of course have the little wings. And the boots are kind of, I don't know, they're kind of stylized. So, but yeah. So, of course, let's get into the articulation. His head can only move up that far, can move down that far. He can look side to side, and he can tilt. He of course has the usual little dumbbell in there, and so he can move his around, but his shoulder goes up that far. He's got a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, and the usual hinged where you can manipulate it to wherever you want, but at the moment it's in and out on this hand, and you can swivel. It's also in and out on this hand too. So he's got a diaphragm joint and a joint down the waist, which allows him to bend that far forward and bend that far back. And you can tilt side to side. and both joints can swivel individually. You can kick up that far, you can kick back that far. He doesn't have any rotation up at the upper thigh. He's got double jointed legs or knees. He's got the same kind of joint at the ankle. You can go that far back, that far forward, and he does have rocker, and of course he's got toe articulation. So now time for some comparisons. So like I said, I didn't bring the other Flash out, but I do have some Flash related characters. So I'm going to use a comic book, which I will show here in a second, because obviously occasionally I like to show what comics I've gotten, and just as kind of like a fun little side note. I still have thought about possibly doing like videos about the comic books I've read, but we'll see. So I don't know how good of an angle this is going to be. Oh wow, he's actually standing. I'm impressed. But we have Dark Flash. If I let it, so around the same height. It's not the same body, but I think that might be the same one that Captain Atom has and the one that Riddler has. And then you, of course, also have the villain slash anti-hero, kind of almost like a Red Hood equivalent of the Flash family. We've got Godspeed, who obviously being younger, I think is slightly shorter. Yeah, just slightly shorter. And of course, if you want to, you can always take Godspeed's effects, and you could probably figure out a way where it can attach to Jay Garrick here, or vice versa, if you really want to experiment with that, because you sure could, just to have some fun with it, and probably create something cool. But as I mentioned earlier, he's a member of the JSA. Now, I don't have any comic versions of these guys because, well, they haven't made any comic versions of these characters, but these are my version of these characters. Not because I prefer them over the comics, but just because these are going to be the guys that I'm going to have. You have Atom Smasher, who almost can stand it. Of course, Atom Smasher, being a younger guy, is a little shorter than Jay Garrick there. You then, of course, have Cyclone, who's a little shorter than him as well. And then you've got Dr. Fate, who's almost, I mean, if you take it up to the fin, he might be a little taller. But otherwise, I think he's almost the exact height. And wow, they're both standing. Be great if I had a way for them to all be standing together. But maybe I'll try to see if I can get them in a group photo, and I'll post it on the community tab for my channel. So yeah. So there you have it. Obviously, he will probably appear in quite a few other comparisons, whether it's Flash related or JSA related, because they have Alan Scott and also Hawkman out. Now you may be wondering, I think I addressed this a while ago when I did review some of these characters, why I don't have the Black Adam Hawkman, because obviously that's where these JSA figures are from, other than Jay Garrick here. honestly, the only reason why I didn't get the Hawkman action figure is because his wings didn't really expand, or they weren't in a way where it would look good in flight. And the one that they are releasing in the collector's wave, they don't really expand, but they at least look like he could be flying. So you'll see that, and of course Alan Scott Green Lantern will also be compared against this guy. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that review. If you did, like, share, and subscribe. I almost ended the video. Holy crap. So the comic book that I wanted to show you guys that I got was Blue Beetle, Graduation Day. Like I said before, the movie was not the first interaction I had with Blue Beetle, but this is the first comic I have with him, and they were selling it at Target, so I decided, you know what, why not? It'll be my first Blue Beetle comic, so there we go. But, yeah. And I should start making more. I'll probably actually start doing community posts, because I have like a little display that I do, and I try to change it up every now and again, but sometimes I forget to, and so I'll just randomly do it. So, but anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one, or should I say in a flash. Peace.